Let me see. Hi guys, how are you doing? You're welcome to another video tutorial here on this channel. I'm Daniel da Costa, and good morning, good afternoon, good night. Well, it depends where you are, of course. So in this video tutorial, we're gonna start our short series 2 of Retopology, and we're gonna see how to make this head, how to make the retopology of this head, the tribal princess. And for this video, we're gonna see how to do that into the Maya, using Maya. But we're gonna see in the next video too how to make retopology using Blender and Topogon, because Topogon has released new features and we have good tools there that we can use to make the retopology more fast. Okay, so just to remind you that you can see the complete cures of the how to sculpt this fully body, this furry character, the high poly of this character, Tribal Princess, in the Udemy, on the Udemy or Skillshare too. Okay, so is it? Let's start, and we're gonna make the retopology of this head here. Let me see here into this brush. Let me isolate it solo, and you can make the download of this head, this part here only, the high poly. The link it's below here in the description of this video. So if you wanna follow the step by step, you can make the download. So is it, guys? Let's go, let's start. And well guys, so let me see here. What I'm gonna do is reduce it to, of course I can make when I'm working with, for example, from Dynamesh, that it's not possible, I reduce the subdivision. I can use this option here, Decimation Master. So let me reduce here. No, I can keep 6 subdivision, the lower, and I'm gonna use the Make Polymesh 3D to isolate this mesh and have one subtool only. So here basically one subtool. And we can use the Z plugin and Decimation Master here. So for example, I have millions of polygons here, and here I can set 1.2 and click on Preprocess Current to start analyzing mesh. And I gonna apply the Decimation Master, and I gonna use the GoZ to send it to Maya. So I like to use this workflow when I am making retopologies. So of course we're gonna see how to make in Blender, in Topogon, but the initial process, it's the same. If I am working with Dynamesh, for example, and it's not possible to reduce the subdivisions, I use Decimation Master. But when I am working with subdivisions, I just reduce decrease the subdivisions and send it to Maya. Of course, a lot of people try to reuse the mesh, this mesh here, to recreate the retopology. It's a good way too, but it depends a lot of the pipeline of the project. For heads, we're gonna make a retopology. For props, maybe we're gonna change the workflow. So it depends of each project. We can't use it like a role, for example. No, it's only this way that it's possible make retopology. Is not. We always gonna make an analysis of the project, and then we're gonna decide which workflow or what workflow we're gonna use to create the retopology. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here the video just to finish the process, and then I'm gonna return. And well, it's done, the pre-process reordering. Let's go. All this process, this thing with zero measure, decimation, when we have a mesh that has millions and millions of polygons, always this process will take time, so it's normal. So yeah, 5 minutes, and now it's just I click on this image current to apply these chains, and computing please, and reading goes E2, and it's done. So let me switch to the clay material, skin shade, sorry, not clay, to see the wireframe. And how you can see, we can reduce a little bit it if we want. We have 3,000 polygons, 300,000. So let me reduce a little bit. I'm gonna press Ctrl Z and set here maybe 0.5. The good part is that we have already done the pre-process, so it's just set the new settings to decimation and click on decimation current, and it's very fast, how you can see. So for me it's okay, the shapes, the silhouette, it's all okay, it's good for me. And now it's just I send it to Maya. So here I have Maya, and I'm gonna use the Go Z. Go Z, that's mean go to the brush. So in this situation here, it's go to Maya, and we're gonna use the Go Z here. Export current subtool to Go Z, enable application, or Ctrl G. So let me click Go Z, and it's done. Now basically I need to wait a little bit because it will be transferred to Maya, and here we have the head to start the retopology. We're gonna use quad draw. It's very simple. Of course it's simple for me because I make it several times by month, but well. And let me close the brush, is not more necessary. So that's okay. And here I like to apply a new material, a blend material, and I like to set this mesh with a red color. I like to apply a red color to this mesh because it's better when I am doing the retopology and I can see the high poly. And basically to just click on this option, make selected object live, and is it. So now we're gonna use the quad draw. I'm gonna click on quad draw, and basically I'm gonna follow the head topology. I don't like to use symmetry now or mirror and all these things for now. I like to make, for example, the retopology only for this side, then I apply the mirror or the symmetry. So the first thing that I like to do is to define the big shape. So in the first moment I like to work with big shape. So what I'm gonna try to do here is bring this visual, then I'm gonna bring this other loops and the mouth too. So let's go. Remember, big polygons for the first moment, then we're gonna organize the things. A lot of people try to work with low points here, low polygons, and this is not good. So I can just click on and add in these points, and I can hold shift and click to connect and create, to fill these points and create polygons. So how you can see, I don't like to work with small polygons. For example, like that, something like that, or like that. I don't like, because this way will take more time and probably you can miss the correct topology. So for me, it's better make these big polygons now, the structure, then I'm gonna refine it. So let me bring here a polygon here, and we're gonna continue until we connect this part. So in my opinion, it's better because then I can hold Ctrl, for example, add the new loops and adds, and will be better to organize the things. So in my opinion, guys, this workflow it's better. Okay. So other thing that we can do here, it's the month start in the first shape, then we need to refine it. Of course, it's necessary because we need more polygons here. So let me set here more or less. And an important thing is the same polycount that we have this part of the month, we need to have on this part of the month. So I like to try to keep the same thing. So let me see here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably. So I need to have the same thing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, more or less. So let me see. I like to work on this way. For me, this way works very, very well. So let me check here. I think that's okay for now. Let me see the connections here and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's okay for this first moment. And here we can continue if we want, following this structure. So here, because that I like to sculpt the month open at, because it's more easy to make the retopology and make change. So it's always important while you are sculpting the high poly, you think the next steps. For example, oh, I need to make the retopology. If I sculpt on this way, will be better. If I make this change, will be not too good to make the retopology. And then when I am doing the retopology, I am thinking in the next step that it's open the UV. So I think, well, if I make the retopology on this way, maybe when I bake the maps and make the texture, maybe will be not so good. So all these things are extremely important. You think while you are doing the project. So let me just hold shift, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how you can see, it's very, very fast. And of course, I'm gonna lost the shapes. But how I have organized the clean topology, it's just hold Ctrl and I can make the month very quickly. So this is the cool parts, because I like of this workflow. And of course, probably I need to add more here, for example, and here if necessary. But remember, I need to make the same thing on this top part. So let me close here. And I need to add a little bit more here. So let me press Ctrl Y. That's okay. And now I need to see this part. That's okay. Here too. Let me see. Yeah, probably here I need more loops. One here and other here. So now it's okay, and I need one more here. And the same thing to this part. So I need to reorganize. What I can do is just move or use the slide brush. So let me move here too. I can hold shift and move it. So it's very easy. And of course, guys, retopology takes time, and we need redo and test things. It's normal. And here, let me change these points more to this corner. If you bring the point too near here with the other point, probably we're gonna merge it, automatically merge. So it's the out weld. You can turn off if you want. So let me press Ctrl Z and turn off the outer weld. And how you can see, now it's very easy to make this change. Okay, so let me change here and here. Of course, not too much, it's not necessary. It's okay. Let me activate the outer weld again. And that's okay. The month it's done. I am looking on this way here to see if the poly count it's enough. And here the lips, I need let me delete this guy here and add the other here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, one more here, another here, because I need to think in the other parts. Okay, so just because that, but how you can see, it's very easy to make the change. So let me smooth a little bit it to have a good alignment. So okay, here the internal part, it's okay too. Align this part, that's good. Move down a little bit here, and here the same thing. That's okay. Check the all sides, all angles. That's good. So now I can connect here again, or here. Let me see, it can be here, yes. And then we're gonna change the things. So that's okay. I like to make, for example, the nose, mouth, ear, and eyes, and then I'm gonna continue doing the things. But well, that's good. Let me see here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes, 8. So here I'm gonna make the eyes. So let me see this part here. Let me check. I'm gonna try to make this structure. So let me connect here. Usually when I am doing retopology, I like to put music or some podcast, gameplay, and enjoy the process. So here, how you can see, for me, no matter if I have the correctly poly count or not, I just like to simplify the first moment, and then I'm gonna refining. It's the same thing. The same thing when you are sculpting something, you're gonna make a block edge, make the sketch first, and then you're gonna refine. This is the same strategy that I use to make retopology. So let me connect here, this part here, more or less. Always use reference if necessary. Have a lot of eye reference. So let me connect this guy here now. So let me see here, I need more polygon here too. So how you can see, I have added here, and I add on the bottom part. So for me it's better to think. So let me check this part here. Let me see this part, more or less. I need more polygons, and I'm gonna closing the gaps. So for me, guys, of course it's for me, it's better because I can do it more fast. In my opinion, it's more fast than I try to work with small edge loops. Okay, so in this part here, I need bring this part here, will be better, and I can extrude some parts here. So this way it's better. So we can add a loop here, other here. So that's okay. And let me bring this connection, because I need to think how I'm gonna do that. This structure. So basically I have this structure, connection here into this direction. This part here too, the jaw line, extremely important. So how you can see, it's more fast. Things, they are more fast in my opinion. Let me add a loop here, and other I can try to create very fast here the jaw line a little bit. And this part I'm gonna bring to this direction, and then I can fix this process here. Of course I need more polygons, more structure here, but it's a good way to start. Then we can refine the things. So remember the middle. So 1, 2, 3. Let me check here. It's very fast to this direction, and one more here. I can smooth it a little bit, holding shift and passing on the polygons. So that's okay. I'll loop here too. Can be 2 loops, 2 edge loops. That's okay. And I can try to connect these parts. So how you can see, it's very fast and easy to make this retopology, in my opinion, of course. So I always try to make some things that I can reproduce in other projects, for example. And here I can add loops very easy. How you can see, to change the element, it's very good. So I like too much of this workflow. And of course I can add more loops here to close the correct visual. I'm gonna save it, and let me check this direction here, this flow. Remember the donuts here, and we have the Risarius muscle connecting here with the mentali, zygomatic major, zygomatic minor. We have the orbicular oris here muscle, so we can follow this shape. Here, let me add more polygons. So we need to break the direction here, so it's normal. And here I need to add more loops too, so it's okay. Let me make different here. What I'm gonna do is close this guy, and here, yeah, I need these guys, these 2 loops. Let me see here, let me remove this one and connect it here. So I like that. Here I can smooth a little bit this part, hold shift and organize this part. Maybe we need more polygons to this part. It depends if we're gonna have animation. For example, she will talk or not. For example, we're gonna have face expression, or like Fortnite, basically it's closed at the moment, like more like a robot, and so the topology can change if we're gonna have interaction and the character will talk or not, will have some mouth animation. If necessary, we can add more loops. So it's very easy to reproduce that. And this part here, let me create a little bit this line to the jawline, this transition, or maybe we can make different here. Let me see, go to this direction. So let me see, for now I'm gonna keep this structure. It knows same thing, very easy. Let me check this part. Let me see here. Good. Maybe we need to add more polygons here, in the middle here, or not. How I say do, it depends a lot of each project. And here, let me follow the shapes. So I have this guy here, following the polish shape. Very easy to follow. So because that it's really important, guys. You sculpt the character or the any model and try to bring a shape that will be easy to make the retopology and to redo the mesh. So we need to think on that. So let me see here. Yes, I need a loop this way too. And these points here, we need to think about that. So let me open here and here. And that's okay. Let me check if it's possible. No, I think that I need more polygon here. Polygons. So let me add this guy, and I gonna closing the gap, the space. So that's okay. Let me connect this port, that maybe here and here, and this port here. That's good. Let me check here. This part, it's enough. Let me check. Let me smooth a little bit. This triangle here, it's a little strange. This part here, better way, it's something like that. Will be better. So let me see. Basically we need one loop here, but I think that we can optimize it and keep on this way. So let me check. Yeah, I'm not happy with this triangle here, this star, but sometimes it's necessary. So let me see it. Let me check here. This triangle here, and I'm not happy with that. Let me see here. Press Ctrl Z, and maybe I'm gonna try to change the direction. Yes, I need C. And what I'm gonna do is press Ctrl Z, and that's okay here. That's good. I'm gonna keep on this way. Let me move this part here, and then we're gonna make the bake to test if it works or not. So this way it's okay for me. So that's cool. I can add this part here and here, just to make a little bit more fast. I like to block these parts around here too. So to create this overall structure here, that's okay. This structure here too, the following this structure. Let me check, yeah. And here I can add loops. So I like to work on this way. For me, it's a little more fast and more easy to work than work with small polygons. But of course, guys, this, how I say do this, is my workflow. It's not a rule. I like to work on this way because I can understand better the elements and shapes. This part I just add, and then I'm gonna see how I can connect the things. So here, for example, let me remove this guy here and close this part, and I can add this region. That's okay. Same thing here, and then I can optimize the things, connections. How you can see it's very fast to work on this way. Let me see here. I have this part of the nose too. So well, this first part is it. Let me see here, this guy. So let me remove some loops here, guys, just to you understand better the overall structure. So you can start with that, for example. Let me remove this guy here, and yes, so this structure, for example, you can start with these large polygons. Okay, so let me press Ctrl Z. Yeah, and we're gonna continue here. Let me check this part. Let me see here. This region, more or less here. So now I start refining some parts, and I can work with small polygons just to close. I like to focus first on this region of the face, because in my opinion this region it's more visible in the game, so I prefer give more attention on it. So then the other parts, for example here, will be covered by the hair, and this region here will not appear too. So I try to focus the first moment on the face, the frontal part of the face. So let me see here, create more parts here. So how you can see, basically I am doing the nose, I'm making the nose retopology. So I see the part of this part of the head, and I think, wow, I need to make changes here, so I move to this part. I am not people that follow the exactly rows. For example, oh, if it's necessary, break some rows into the retopology, of course I do that. And here, let me see this part, let me check, let me add more polygon here, and I think I can close this gap here. That's okay. Maybe this region we need more polygons, so let me check it. And this region here I'm gonna try to close too. Let me remove, Ctrl Shift to remove that. And the nose here, let me check if it's possible I make something like that, more optimized. Let me see here, that's okay. Let me smooth this part too, that's good. So let me check, I think that this part we need more polygons, but then I'm gonna fix it. Let me check this part of the nose here. Let me see it. This region I like to connect on this way to solve more quickly. So let me see here. This part, yeah. Here, it's better. So let me see and close here. That's okay. Let me see the side. Then I'm gonna align all this region. And here I can bring this part. That's okay. Let me check this region. Here I can try to make a better structure to the polygons. I have this edge here, but this part is more flat. So let me try to increase it. Yeah. And here too. Let me check. This part. Let me see. Yes, that's okay here. That's enough. That's enough. Here, same thing. Let me check if I need more polygons or not here. Let me see. And it's like a puzzle. You need to connect the things, and it's very, very normal. So let me find this part here. And here we can try to bring these elements. And is it? Let me check. Connect here. This region. Let me check this part. We're gonna start from this region of the IO. This part, it's more here. That's okay, and close this gap. Let me check here. Maybe here I need more polygon to have a better transition. So let me try to organize here more or less. Yeah, that's better. And this part here too. So how you can see, it's easy to make this change. So let me see here more or less. I have this loop and here to this direction. So let me add a loop here and make this transition. Let me see. But here I think that I need more polygons. Maybe here. Let me move these guys this way and here, so it's better. I have a more organized proportion. Maybe here too, but for now I'm gonna keep on this way. That's good. So how you can see the nose, it's done. Just this part I'm not happy. It seems that probably I need more polygons there. So let me see the month, and what I can do is that here this guy, and probably here too. So let me see. I can do that. try to connect more here. And this guy more to side to have the same proportion, more or less on this way. So because this highlight, it's because the blend material, the blend shade, so I like to apply this reflection. It's better to understand the shape sometimes. And let me see here, let me smooth a little bit the lips, this region here, set more on this way, a little bit, organize this part. That's cool. Yeah, so how you can see very clean, and this part here too. Let me check. And this is the life. Part by part, let me smooth a little bit here to align the polygons. Here, if I want, I can connect this part, but now it's not necessary. And maybe guys, here seems that I need more polygon or not, this part here, to have a more circular shape. Probably I need something like that, will be better. But this loop here, yeah, is it that I gonna do. I'm gonna bring this guy here more to this direction, and this part more up, and I'm gonna add this loop. And is that. Let's continue doing the things. Now I can smooth a little bit. Here the same thing. This region here. Let me smooth a little bit this part. I press Ctrl Z. I think that I need other loop here. So let me move down a little bit, more or less here maybe. I remove this guy here. I'm gonna connect on this way. That's good. So let me check here. This connection. Maybe we need to move to this direction here. Let me see. Connect on this part. And this region here. Maybe it's better. This transition. Always important. And here too. Let me smooth a little bit this part, in the middle here, holding shift and smoothing. Yes, that's okay. And now what we need to do is basically try to close this eye region. Let me see this part. Let me check if it will works or not. And I can add other loop here. So let me check. Yeah. Let me see. Good. Maybe more loop, probably, yes. And bring this guy more here. Here the same thing. Let me check. Try to align here. This edge loop. I don't know, maybe I need more yet. Let me see here. And bring this part here. Because I can add one more edge loop here. So let me see. Yeah. So let me add this guy here. Let me check this part. And I need to remove here. Let me press Ctrl C, and I'm gonna try to cut this guy and try to add here. Yes. And now I can bring this part to this direction. Let me see, and we have this. It's not a problem. Let me remove this guy and try to close this gap. Let me see here. Basically, this idea, very organized. So clean, very clean and organized, how you can see. Very helpful. Here you can add other loop and smooth the polygons. Same thing on this region. Let me check here. I have this line, so this connection. Let me check if I have the same polygons to the top and bottom eyelash. So let me see. Let me check here. This connection, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably not. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I need more 2 here. So let me try to align it, because I need to try to keep the same poly count. Of course, I will not to animate it, but if necessary to animate it, I have the correctly topology. So because that I like to always try to make the correctly proportion, the correctly topology, the correctly sculpture. I like always to have the good workflow and the correct things to the project. I don't like to work in a bad way, for example, or try to hidden the things. I don't like to do that. So let me see, let me hold shift and try to align the things a little bit. Very organized. Let me check this part. Yeah. Can move up a little bit this part. And here too. Let me check here. That's good. Let me see again. Let me check. This guy will connect here, this here, and here. This one here, here, and this guy. Yeah, I think that's okay now. Let me see. Let me try to solve it. For example, here, hold shift, shift, and I can make this test. Good. This way. Let me see more here and here. Let me select this guy, create new 2 points. I think I need one here, one loop here. So let me see, yeah, on this part. So that's okay. And I can delete this one. Smooth a little bit. Sport. And I can hold Control or hold Control here. Add a new loop. For example, on this part and this part here too. Or better, let me create a loop here in the middle. Or better saying, I can bring this part here. It will be more easy to work. Let me remove all these guys now. Bring here this part. Here too. And I like to work on this way because for me it's easy to adapt the things. And now I have the IO lead here. Remember, we're gonna have the IO lash, so it's okay. Let me see here. That's good. Sport. Let me see this loop here. Maybe we need more information or not. Here I think it's not necessary because this part it's more large, so that's okay. Just to let me connect it here. That's good. So yeah, for now that's okay. And now what we can do here is create the loops. So look that. Good. Now I can move here to the IO lead silhouette. And it's easy. So I like too much to use this workflow because it's very fast. I can understand better the shapes, the loops, and all these stuff. So for me, it's a good workflow. In my opinion, it's very useful. So that's go okay. And here I can add other. And if I want, I can move this part here to have a better adaptation. Here too. Let me move this guy here. And I can add other loop yet. So let me see here, this part. I move a little bit. Yeah. Something like that. This way. And how you can see, I'm working calmly now. I start with large polygons and now I'm working more with small polygons. How I say I change the things. It's not an unique idea, it's not an unique shape for me. I like to make tests, and here I can, for example, add other loop and I can smooth here to get the correctly structure. in transition, maybe here, and I could bring something here on this way. Maybe try to remove this loop, and try to bring this shape here. Will be better. Yeah, my opinion, I think it will be better. But I have a triangle here and I don't want it, so I can try to remove something. Let me check on this part. I could try to open something here and here. So let me check it. Yeah. Let me remove this guy, this water. And here I can try to move down. This is the life. And now I can increase this workflow more organized and more clean and better. So let me see, yeah, it's better. I like to add more polygons around this part, of course. Of course it's not a rule, but in my opinion, if it's necessary to animate or close the aisles, all these stuffs, the loops and the topology, it's there. So I like to follow this workflow, this idea. So let me see, that's okay. And usually I like to close the aisles then, so basically I don't close now. For example, this part I'm gonna make when I have the aisle and the structure there. So here we can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and here we have 3. So let me check the month. Let me see here. So it's very easy from this point, because that I like to start doing the the nose. Let me check this part. Start doing the nose and eye regions, then make the more large parts, in my opinion. Let me see this guy here. Maybe this loop I could connect here. Let me remove this part. Yeah, it's the same thing. Maybe we will need more polygons to this direction, but it's enough. This part here. So here, this part too. And yeah, this first part it's okay. Of course, I need more elements here and increase this part. And that's cool. Let's continue making it. So how you can see, we have solved this region here. Just this triangle, maybe I would like more polygons here. Let me remove this guy and add other to this direction here, for example. No, it's the same thing. Let me check. Let me see here. Something like that. No, let me keep the other way. I'm gonna keep in this way here. So that's okay. Because it's kind of the bone part here, so the jawline, it's enough here. That's cool. And well, let me save and let's continue. And wow, this flow it's a little strange. Let me smooth here a little bit to have a better flow, but here no, here I need to follow this alignment. That's okay, more optimize it. That's okay. This region. Yeah, it's enough. So let me just smooth this region here. More on this way, maybe. No, it's not necessary. Let me smooth here. Yeah, that's cool. Keep more to this way. This part, I don't know, something more on this way will be better. Something like that. Well, let me see. No, it's enough. It's okay. Then we're gonna test the bake into the substance painter. This part here, it's enough. Let me see here. And let's go. Let's continue here. We need to make the the jawline here. So let me see the middle part. Let me check this region. And let's go. The life. Maybe I can try to bring it to this way. Here. So the question about retopology is that I like to put more energy on the most important things. Then I can simplify the parts that are not too important, for example. So for me, this workflow it's more easy. So I'm gonna make the retopology until here because we're gonna have cloth here, so it's not necessary to make the other part because this part it's sculpted with I have a bad sculpture there because it's not important. And here I can finish it. I could use the extrude, change the extend edge loop here to make extrude, use the other way, but for me it's very normal. I work with points only, so I work on this way because it's normal for me. So I have closed this gap, so let me see here. And remember, here we're gonna have hair too, so it's all okay. Let me check this part. Maybe I need more polygon here a little bit. So that's okay, just to close this part. Let me check here. Let me see this part. But I think that, yeah. Let me try to close this region. Remove this guy. And let me check here, something like that can be. I can use a triangle here. No, this part I will not use triangle yet. I'm gonna try to move this triangle more to not too visible part. So here can be. Let me check here. Yes, something like that. So let me check. Yeah, this line. So let me see, let me smooth a little bit here. Let me check, yes. Press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, I'm gonna keep this flow. Why this polygon? It's a little strange, but well. Let me try to close here to follow this process, and let me organize the flow. Let me see, more or less here. And remember, stylized, we need to keep some edges, some regions. It's important. So let me bring this part here. It's a little, have a better size. It's okay. And now let me check here this part. Frontal, it's okay. Let me try to finish this region here. Can use I can create a triangle here, no problem. So let me add to this way here. Let me close this part, yes. And here, let me see. I think it's enough, and I need to finish with triangle here too. So let me check, yes, no problem. So now I can add these loops. So this workflow for me, in my opinion, it's better because I have a better way to work, and it's easy to make to make changes. So I like to work on this way. And here that's done. So let me check here this part, because will be visible probably. So here seems that I need to follow to this direction. So let me see here. And let me check here. It's okay, it's enough. It's moving using the holding the shift and smoothing here. Here I need one more edge loop. So that's okay. Let me move up. And here I can try to work on a better distribution. No, let me move this guy here. Yeah. Let me see. Yes. More or less here. Let me check. Yeah. Let me try to align it. or maybe I can make something like that. Let me just close this part here to try to change the direction. So let me see. Yeah. Let me remove this guy here. This other. Let me check. I'm gonna try to find a new workflow to that. Let me see here, and this way. Yeah, it's better. Just because I have this curve here. And now I can organize the distribution here, so it's better. Yeah. Same thing here. Let me see. Yeah, that's okay. Remember, we're gonna have the hair yet. So let me see this part. And we can try to create other direction. So let me check here and here. That's okay. And we're gonna try to fix the things. Oops, let me move this guy here. And is it. So here we can start closing the elements too. Let me check the polygons, maybe 3 or 4 flows, it's enough. So let me see. Let me check the highlight here. And let me try to connect it this way. Yeah. And here I can finish it, because will be not visible this part. So here I can try to make these changes more here. Let it move to the side a little bit. I'm trying to align. And here. This guy here too. And the last one to finish here. Let me check. Yeah, this part here no make too sense. Let me connect this guy, this part here. Try to move to this direction. And I need to organize this part. This part here is not too important because it will be not visible. So let me just try to align this region. That's okay, and here I can optimize a lot. Why, Daniel? Because you're gonna have the hair, so I don't want a lot of polygons here. Let me see here, yeah. Let me check this side. Let me try to organize it this way. part can be a little more masked. Let me check. Yeah, and remove this guy here, and here I connect. Well. Let me make this transition here. And here it's same thing. Let me check here. And we can play a little bit with these parts. A good way too is add the hair here on this part. The high poly hair to check the element and the stuffs. It's good sometimes too. So let me see here, and I can bring this messy visual here. Let me smooth a little bit here too. This part I can optimize a lot, so that's okay. Usually we have a curved region here, but remember I need to optimize that, so I don't want to follow the exactly part because it's the back part and will be hidden, so no makes sense. I try to organize something that will be not visible. So here I can break a lot. Let me see this part, triangle, and smooth here and here. Let me see. Yeah, that's okay. Here we could improve it, but the hair, we're gonna have the hair on this way, so it's not necessary. Now let me keep on this way. The correct way would be to this direction, but well, how I say do is not necessary. Let me try to organize this flow. No, I'm gonna keep on this way. Yeah. So is it? Let me check, that's okay. And now I need to organize a little bit, maybe this part here, the neck, if she will rotate the neck, maybe a loop here. So let me remove this guy here and move up, and I can bring this guy here. Let me see here. And try to connect this flow here, will be better. Little more organized too. Yeah. Better, it's better. That's okay. That's enough. Let me select the object mode, hidden it, and use the mesh display, soften edge. Well, this part here, no, it's enough. When we extract the normal map, it works. So this part is very clean. Jawline, it's a little messed. Maybe we could break it and create a connection here. Maybe yes, maybe not. Let me go to mesh and use the triangulate. No, no matter. So maybe this port here we could make different, yeah, this connection here. But well, for now that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So let me return here to quad row. And is it to finish now? Basically you need to make the ear. And to the ear, let me see all this stuff. We could increase the support here too. Yeah, it's enough. For example, this part here, the high poly, it's on the low poly. We need another loop, but we're gonna have the hair here, so it's not necessary because probably we can cut out this part then and merge with the hair if necessary. So it's not necessary. We spend energy there. So what I'm gonna do now? Let's try to organize a little bit this part because here I need more polygons to this connection. Let me move it more or less on this way, and well, let's do that. What I can do is try to unselect the mesh here, and I'm gonna click on quad draw again, and I'm gonna create a new loop to that because I wanna just to focus on the ear. So what I'm gonna do is create the follow the shape here of the ear, and let me see my finger. It's paining. Yeah, it's paining a little bit because the position of the tablet. So we need to make exercise all time, take care about the health. It's extremely important. And what I'm gonna do here is follow the shapes. So let me see here, this direction. Let me make something like that. Try to adapt it. Let me see here, maybe, yeah. And here this curve I have 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So I think that I need to create it now 4 points. Yeah. Let me see here. Maybe I can change here to edge, extend edge, hold tab. Let me keep a loop here, hold tab and extrude it. Let me see here. Select the vertex and move. Oh yeah, it's okay. Hold tab and make it again. So let me check and try to organize it here. So remember, to make curves, it's always necessary we add more information. And here we could, if we want to, reuse the ZBrush base mesh to the ear, or select a red base mesh from Google, make the download and reuse that, to not spend a long time making the ear retopology. It's not difficult, of course, but it takes time. So we need to think about the budget, the time, deadline and all these stuffs. Let me continue here and let me connect that. So let me add other loop here, because that it's always good you make it more flat, use the high polish and try to avoid a lot of little details. I'm saying, of course, to the stylized character, not to the realistic. but here maybe it's better we make that. So let me merge this guy here. Yeah, that's good. Here too we can merge it, this part. That's good. So let me check this part. And basically I'm gonna try to follow the shapes. So let me add two loops here and here. This part, that's good. That's enough. Just I need to follow this flow. So here, remember curves, usually you're gonna add more loops and try to create a better shape. Let me check here, can use triangle here, no problem. Let me check this part. Let me see, I need this line here. And that's okay, let me add other here. Take a zoom out to avoid add a lot of elements. So here the better sculpture will be make it more flat. So next one we need to make it. Let me check here. That's okay. And we can add triangles here, no problem. So let me check, continue the structure to finish that. That's okay. And it's a little boring process. Sometimes it's very normal. So let me just add this part here, and I can come and add loops. It will be better to work. How I say to you guys, this is my workflow, and it takes time. For example, 2 hours, 3 hours. It depends, but it's the life. We don't have easy ways into the 3D world. Sometimes it's hard, things are hard, and we need just do that. Let me increase here. That's good. That's okay. Let me try to fix it. And here. So that's okay. Let me try to add this part here. And here. This triangle. But probably I need a loop here too. Yeah. So here I need to more polygons. Let me check. Yeah. This way. Let me try to organize the things here. That's okay, it's enough. Let me see here. Can use triangle here, no problem. That's good. Here the same thing. Let me see. This part. check here. Try to move this part more here. Let me check this part. Yeah. And try to fix it. Let me see. The structure. Yes. Can be. Maybe here too, but it's okay. Let me add more here. The frontal part. So that's okay. And let me move more down. Yeah, it's enough. So let me add here. And here. Oops. Here. So let me check. I need more polygons here. And basically is it. So we don't have mystery here. It's just we need to be patient here. So let me see this part. I'm gonna close this region in this way and add other loop here and select this vertex with this one and connect those. Oops, to get an edge here. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So now I need to close this part. So how you can see, I have done this part more flat because it's more easy to make the retopology and have a better visual. So we need to think on that always. Ways that will bring a more clean and low poly count. Let me see here. This way. That's okay. Let me move. More or less here. No, I need a polygon here. Remove this guy. Come on. Yeah, and add a loop here and connect. This way it's better. Yeah, it's enough. It's enough. Let me close here. Let me see, yeah. Let me check, that's good. Now let me close here the internal part. And here. It's enough too. Oops, can be on this way. Yeah. That's good, optimized and simple. How you can see, and now of course I need to bring this other part. Let me see here and here. So that's okay. Now I can merge this part because it's more in a hidden port. And Let me see here. Now what I can do is select this guy with this other and go to mesh, combine, and use the quad draw again. So now I need to find a way to merge this part. Triangle, quad, and here. That's okay. So let me merge here on this part too. Let me check, and here triangle. Retopologies it. Same thing here. See. Yeah, and I can close this part here. That's enough. And this part here. So let me close this region. Let me see this part here too, here and here. This point, it's enough. So how you can see, guys, very clean and fast without a lot of mystery and in real time. So let me see this curve, that's okay. Let me check here. Yes, so it's done, it's enough. Of course, this retopology, guys, it's because we're gonna have the hair hidden this part. If this part here will appears, I will make it different, so keep it in mind, okay? This region we can move more or less here and add other loop if we want. So let me move here, and we can close this part in turn if we want. And here I can add other loop, more or less here. Let me see, here and here. That's enough. I can close here this guy, hold in tab, no. Let me see here. Yeah. Let me see. Can make different. Let me check this part. Here too. And just close this region. Let me check. Yeah. And this is the live retopology. Here. Let me see this part here. Yes. And we are almost there. Let me close this guy here. Good. Yeah, let's close that. And here I can finish it. Just merging in a triangle. Yeah. This part here and here. That's okay. That's enough. That's enough. And is it, guys. Let me hidden it to check edit mesh, mesh, edit mesh, soften edge, it's mesh display, sorry, soften edge. Cool, let me go to this visual, this veil, and let me select on the wireframe just the center vertex. Well, let me see the center vertex. Let me hidden it here too. It's all selected. No, this guy here is not. Let me just check. Let me see. Yeah, it's all selected, so I can set 0 here to align. That's cool. And now I can duplicate that, go to edit, duplicate spatial to negative scale. Cool. Select both, mesh combine. Let me see quad draw. I can activate the symmetry object and I can smooth. Oh well, let me first merge the vertex. Let me see here. Merge at vertex and select, can be frontal angle. Let me see how this port here too. Let me see, and here holding Ctrl Shift to add more vertices. Oops, Ctrl Shift. And merge vertices to center. Not merge vertices only, merge vertices, and I can use 0.01 can be 0.01. We had 146, so basically we need have 73. Let me check, apply, yeah. It's all right. So let me return to object mode, see the object, unhide it, quad draw, activate symmetry object X, or better local symmetry word wax. And I can smooth a little bit to fix this. No, I press Ctrl Z to fix this part only. Let me check, yeah. The alignment and smooth here. That's cool. Move here too. And one thing that we can do, guys, is just to make a quickly test to finish. Let me click on this guy and I can delete this port. Go to mesh, display, soften edge. So it's done. What we can do is go to UV, automatically UV, just to test. Turn off symmetry. Let me go to UV editor. Yeah, can be. Edit, delete by type, history. And now I'm gonna export it, export selection as a head underline low, just to make a quickly test. And I can pass here head low, export it. Let me first go to delete by history and export selection, replace. Now I'm gonna open the Substance Painter. And here in Substance Painter, I can create a new folder, select my low poly. Let me see here. bake, head low, let me select 2K, this preset PBR metallic roughness of test stored assets, and I'm gonna press OK to open my low poly here into the Substance Painter, and that's cool. And here guys, I have exported the head high poly with good quality, and now I can, into the texture set settings, I can make the bake settings here, bake mesh maps. I'm gonna turn off the baking visualization to import the high poly first. So high, hold Alt and click on normal to select only the normal map. I wanna bake only normal map. 2K, let me now active the bake visualization. We'll load the high poly to see the cage and the settings. So anti-aliasing I can set to 16. Let me see here. Let me wait a little bit until the mesh, the high poly process finish. So that's okay. Let me set to 16, and here let me increase the max frontal distance to 0.05. Too much. 0.02. Too much, yeah, it's 0.01. Let me see. I have seems that I have a different position. Let me check. No, it's okay. But let me see here. Yeah, it's okay. And let me switch to the bake lumberjack because it's the material of the head, and let me bake very quickly to see. And how you can see the details of the mouth, it's working well. It's all working well. So let me return to paint mode. This visualization, it's because I'm using the version 9.0. And here, how you can see, let me set the settings, active anti-aliasing, and here it's changing the quality of the material to high. And here we have our high poly, the bake of our high poly. So it's very, very good. How you can see the mouth details, it's very good. Here I can remove, look the low poly, high poly, the ear working well. So look that. And is it guys, I hope you have enjoyed it, and see you in the next video where we're gonna continue with a lot of cool stuffs here. So basically this is my workflow. I like to make quickly tests to normal map bake. I usually make automatically UV mapping just to test the bake of the normal map, of course. Then I open the correctly UV. And is it guys, this is my workflow. How you can see it's working very well because here I have the hair and the other stuffs. The nose part here works well too, very good. So let me add a new fill layer. The aisle lid here, I need to create the thickness here, but it's very easy, just extrude it. And let me set the color, roughness, remove a little bit the roughness, and set skin color here. Can be this one and more this way here. So how you can see, it's working well.